Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today was scheduled last week to be Percy. However, as you can see, he is laying there, still unrepaired, and you can see a little bit off there, which is a bit that needs to go back on to him. I have obviously got the instant glue. Should probably turn the instant glue a little bit further around. I think I had it turned just enough that you couldn't see the name on it, so it's good. I'm just going to move that away from the camera, quite a long way now. But yeah, tried with some glue, haven't yet got it. It's quite a fiddly piece, so I need to go and get pliers and stuff to actually probably get it. But I've decided to give you something instead. Something no one thought we'd ever see on the channel again. The Flying Scotsman. Now, fair reason to think it would never be on the channel again, because it wasn't supposed to be. In fact, it was very, very close to being condemned to scrap. And I know that sounds harsh for railway people, but to buy a new wheelbase would have just been simply too much money for me to consider, and it would have been easier and cheaper just to buy a new one. But, as you can tell by the fact it's here, I haven't scrapped it, and I haven't condemned it, because it's back on the channel for the final part. Obviously this will not be called Flying Scotsman Repair Part, whatever it is. It'll be called Flying Scotsman Repair Final Episode, because I forgot what part we're on at this point. But let's crack the bag open and I'll explain where we're at. Right, so to where we're at. First off, obviously we got the wheels at the same place they were. And we got this mostly the same place it was. However, this is not going to focus, is it? Are we on the right side? No, we're not. Got it. So if we switch over, apologies for the camera focus, but you can see a little bit of solder right there. This little blob of blue thing. It's really struggling to focus, by the way, so I'm sorry about that. But you can see a little bit of solder. I have soldered the bit back on, or I say I have, my friend did, who is soon going to become the editor for this channel, as he's willing to do that, so I'm willing to let him come on and join as the second person on the channel. So when he officially joins and I officially accept, and see that, he's good fit for the channel, which he probably will be, then I will announce it on here and officially give him a video welcome. So yeah, that is to come. But we're in a video. It's about repairing I cannot speak today. It's about repairing the Flying Scotsman. So, should we stop waffling on and get to repairing the Flying Scotsman? Yes. Should we start working now? Yes. So let's crack on. So, obviously this has been sitting for a couple of months now, since it officially got condemned a while ago. Obviously I was trying to repair it Sunday morning. I didn't go back well at all. Probably because I was rushing it a little bit, but didn't go back together well, and so it's been sitting out, not being able to go back in for a while. This front wheel always gives me agony. I'm going to put the camera down and fix that, and then I'll be back once we talk about putting the thing back on. Okay, I'm back. So, as long as I don't bump that wheel set, it's fine. That's it, I think. So, it was stuck on a couple of things, and I just had to use a screwdriver to push it off. So, let's talk about this. Obviously, it got repaired with a soldering iron. It's nice and back in working order. And now we're going to try and fit it back on. The thing I remember is it's supposed to go that. So the front of it goes there, back of it goes there, and then you've got the training wheel. So let's try and put it on, and we'll see how we go from there. So I'll be back once I've given it an attempt. This will probably be about 5 to 10 minutes off camera, so this video will be late out. Just want to let everyone know now, sorry for the late video. I just really need to focus on this and not mess it up again, so a bit of time off camera here, just to perfectly get it in, get it right, and make sure I don't mess it up. Hello and welcome back to what has only been described as a disaster torch. the bit has snapped off again. The bit that we sawed this back on. It is gone again. Don't know why it keeps going. It's like a slot, right, that's supposed to fit the wheels at the back. But it's not going to show it on camera for whatever unruly reason. But if I take that wheel out, you can sort of see here at the side it's got like a slot. So if I can, it's going to be a difficult task. Trying to move all the wheels forward. But obviously it's all held together by the body over the engine. So I'm not going to exactly take all the wheels off because it's just too much effort. But as you can see by there, it's like a bit that this is supposed to sort of sit down into. Sort of trying to show you it, sort of like that, and it fits down fully in to it. Problem is I can't get it to sit flush down, and obviously it keeps breaking the piece, so that's ideal. So that's going to go back to repair this Sunday, and going to get soldered again, repaired again, and we'll try it again. I'll probably put it back together off camera, or at least the wheelbase bit, and then I'll come back on camera and do the top thing. So I'm going to put the camera down for a minute and then we'll repair the tender, because why not? Right, so I put the tender back together. So the tender is now back in one piece, which is more that can be said than the actual body of the main Flying Scotsman. So the tender will probably be used as like a spare tender for any engine that wants a tender, can use a tender or needs a tender. So my mallard might get the tender, or someone to come once until it repairs itself, being the Flying Scotsman. What I will say is the Flying Scotsman will be going back into repair this Sunday, and it'll be going back through paces and stuff like that to test it out again and get it repaired again. Because what's better than doing it once? Doing it twice or 3 times awful. It's gonna get excessive at some point. So yeah, Flying Scotsman, once again, this is not the final part of the series. It turns out there's going to be another part. So I'm just going to continue titling them as Flying Scotsman Repair, because at this point, yeah, at this point it's getting excessive. And to Percy, I might just buy a new roof cab for him, to be fair, because that is a difficult job to glue, because you need to get him specifically a specific place to glue it. So I'm going to need to probably either repair the part or replace the part. So that's fun. But I have got the screws for him officially, so I'll get that going. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry that we didn't fully repair an engine today. I will try and get that engine repaired to a video standard soon. I might film it on Sunday, depends how we're going. I would like to, but I'll let you guys know, obviously, with a video, whether that doesn't happen. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and the Flying Scotsman, I guess, will have to return again. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Bye.